I'm back, and this is Clockwork. She is actually one of my favorites. She was a regular 16-year-old girl, or 18. I haven't done much research, but this is what I know. She went insane after being bullied, I believe, because that's how all creepypastas start. And then she obviously has a clock in her eye, which I personally find rather cool, because not everybody has a clock in their eye. So basically, she took the clock out of her eye, or her eye out of her eye, and put the clock in her eye until it fit. And then she cut the sides of her mouth, like, Jeff. And then there's Ben. He is also really cool. This is what he looked like before, but after he died in a game that the player let him die in, he actually went insane inside the game, glitched out, and killed the player. And now he just kills pretty much anyone who lets their character die. That's why you treat the game character like they're an actual freaking person. And don't let them die. If you have no control over it and someone or something kills you in the game, you kill the thing that killed you. That killed your player. That's how this works. You don't put down the controller until you get your revenge. And then this is Jeff. He was bullied and his face got badly burned. After his parents took him out of the hospital, he loved his new look and said it was perfect for his new attitude and lifestyle. He burned off his eyelids so he would never stop looking at himself in the mirror, and then he cut the sides of his face so he would never stop smiling. To be honest, I think this is kind of cool and unique because it's different, and honestly, I kind of look up to Jeff because he was bullied and got his revenge in the best way possible. This is Jane. She was actually killed by Jeff, and goes around killing other people so they don't have to suffer from Jeff's wrath. So technically, Jane is actually a rather good person. And Jeff and Jane do not get along at all. They're both maybe creepypastas, but she's actually protecting people. In a weird way, she's actually doing something right. This is Sally. She was actually a sweet and lovable little girl. She loved playing with her friends, but actually, she was terribly abused and brutally murdered by her own uncle. I feel bad for Sally because I was bullied, and yeah, I feel her pain. Majorly. This is Lazari. She is a creepypasta who has a demonic form. The reason she has red eyes is because when she was 4 years old, she involuntarily went into her demon form and devoured a demonic neighbor. I look up to her too because her demonic form is freaking cool, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But Lazari is actually one of the best creepypastas in my opinion, at least of the females. I'm sorry, Lazari, but Jeff is still one of my favorite. Jeff and Clockwork, and Toby, and Slenderman. Whatever. Let's go on to her to see her demonic form. So this is her demonic form. I find it rather cool because, 1, it's my 2 favorite colors. 3, just all the spikes and how sharp her fingers and toes and her horns are. It's really rather cool. I look up to her a lot. This is Slenderman. He's actually one of my favorites and one of the most powerful creepypastas. He's over 8 feet tall, last time I checked, and has arm-like tentacles that come out of his back to stab and devour anybody who comes near. I'll show you a different picture. Here's this one. As you can see, his fingers are rather long. I find this cool because, I don't know, it's just cool. I like it. I'm a weird human being, and when he gets mad, he starts to get his human features back that aren't really all that human. Here's another picture of Slenderman. This actually does a great description of what he does and looks like when his arm-like tentacles are out. I find him cool because, one, he's actually one of the first. Two, it's cool. I don't know. I just find him amazing. Let's move on to Siren Head. This is one picture of Siren Head. He's a long tree-like thing. I have no clue how to describe him, but he has two sirens as heads. As you can see, he can mimic different sounds like humans and animals, and he can also play anything that's on the radio. His most common sound is this old, ragged siren that is actually really creepy when you hear in the dark. I find this cool because, he blends in with trees, and you can often find him in the same forest as you can find Slenderman. These two, Slenderman and Siren Head, I feel like they would get along well, or, just have an epic battle and destroy half the forest. Siren Head also has huge long arms that are strong enough to break down any sized tree. I find this really cool because, you know what? I like him. Just look at his face. Look at that. You cannot tell me that's cool. If you're not a Creepypasta fan, I won't be doing many of these videos, but they're really cool because I love them. And as you can see, his hands are like Slenderman's right there, but his arms make him 10 times stronger. He may look weak, but he can break down any tree. This is Ticky Toby. Most people just refer to him as Toby. He was bullied and was an axe juggler. At least that's what he does. His catchphrase is catch, which I find really cool because it seems innocent, but then he just throws his axes at you. Next, we'll move on to Masky, but I want to get a little more into Toby because he's actually really, really cool. And what's under his mask is even better. As you can see, this is actually one of the very few photos that I have found that even partly describe what's under his mask. I find what's under his mask really cool because, one, how can you not find that freaking amazing? I research them daily. I'm currently drawing Clockwork, and I'll finish. This is Nina. Her background is close to Jeff's. She has pretty much the same look, just, female. Instead of a classical white hoodie like Jeff, she wears a purple one. The pink streak in her hair. Apparently she was some sort of schoolgirl who was bullied badly to the point where she went insane. Let's see who's next. This is Mask. I call him Masky because, you know what? I like him. He's cool, and I really don't know his background. I just think he's cool because, that's the Slenderman symbol in the background. Right there. That's Slenderman symbol. And I love how he's, surrounded by them because he's, the mask makes him look more like Slenderman than a normal human, and he could be found in waiting rooms, smoking, or just doing pretty much whatever he wants. He finds his targets by, I don't really know, to be honest. This is Eyeless Jack. He is one of the other really cool creepypastas. Underneath the blue mask, he has no eyes and razor sharp teeth. He likes to eat kidneys, as you can see. He loves kidneys. I really can't do much about that, but just the way that the mask leaks out this black fluid, I like that about him. He uses a doctor's tool to cut out your kidneys while you're not looking and eats them while you're watching and dying. That is pretty cool, you gotta admit. Then again, I really don't know his background because, I'm me and I just know their names and that's it. is his hoodie. He is also one of my favorite creepypastas. He wears this classical yellow hoodie, and his face is black with red eyes and mouth. He wears black pants and gloves. I like him because 1, I like hoodies. 2, I like the eyes. And 3, you know what? Why not? He's cool. He's amazing. And I just like him. Look at him. There's Masky with him. They're just playing a game. He's so cool. And he uses a gun, apparently. So that's that. This is just a quick list of who we've done. There's Slenderman, Masky Hoodie, Tiki Toby, Kate the Chaser. We have yet to do, so I'll do her now. This is Kate. She is actually in the Slenderman movie, which I didn't know existed. And if I did, I would have watched it. Because, you know, I am a creepypasta weeb, noob, and I just love creepypastas. I don't know why. Next video is going to be about SCPs, and that's that. Have a good day, everybody. Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Have a good day.